Shavonne.
And what does Shavonne do?
Mind my business, drink water. My name is Shavonne Taisha. I am the founder and creator of a Black girl collective blog called MLNNNYC. I'm from Laurelton, Queens, New York. I went to August Martin High School, so while I was there, I learned a lot about film and technology from my mentors. They gave me my first job teaching, and I taught with them for 4 years. I teach photography, film to kids from Brooklyn. Me personally, outside of all of that, I'm kind of quirky, a little crazy, a little random. I can either be surrounded by a bunch of people when you see me or completely in solitude, but you'll get the same energy from me all throughout. My definition of a millennial could be a little murky sometimes. I definitely believe that millennials are youthful and young, but with a lot of soul. I think a lot of the times when I meet older people and I have conversations, especially community leaders, they're always like, oh, the kids aren't doing anything, the youth aren't doing anything, but millennials are really powerhouses. Like, even though people think we're lazy and we're boring or, you know, we're spoiled, we get a lot of the movements actually started, and we're really hands-on with a lot of the things that our parents may not have had access to. So when I look at millennials, it excites me because I know that the person next to me may be working as hard as me, if not harder than me, to get the same things accomplished or different things accomplished. MLNNNYC wise, I'm always surrounded by women and like building with women. So a lot of the women that I have created with and that I collab with are friends. The same people that I'm socializing with are the same people that I sit down and plan with. They're the same people that I sit in a room with, and we'll meet up for like 2-3 hours, like in the peas, and just spread ideas and go back and forth. When it comes to balancing my life, I wake up every morning. I try not to, but I'm automatically on Instagram because most of my stuff is on social media. Outside of that, I'll go straight into like affirmations, meditations. My best friend outside of Pinterest is Passion Planner. I time everything to a T, so I know like, okay, I'm giving this person this amount of time today, I'm giving myself this amount of time, and what are each of these hours? Like, I take my healthcare super serious, so I have Monday morning dedicated, like, okay, Monday, I don't pencil anything in from like 9 to 12 because that's all health, that's all vitamins, cooking, bathing, meditation, prayer. I make sure that I check my emails. I make sure that everything is decluttered. My panties are color coordinated. My hangers are color coordinated. Anything that could lighten like any external stress. I have my days where I'm like, oh, super rocky, but that's what I pay my therapist for. And she's great. My therapist is absolutely Black. She's a Black woman. She's actually pretty young. So I think when I met her, I was kind of like, miss, I'm in between because I know a lot of people, so sometimes I'm telling her stories and I'm just like, damn, what does she know who I'm talking about? But at the same time, I didn't want somebody too old. I'm not an ageist, but I wanted somebody that could relate to me, understands what I'm currently going through, even with like battling stereotypes. So me being a Black woman attracted to a Black man who may be attracted to me and may have a relationship to me or with me, but has a connection with or attraction to more Spanish-looking women than myself, and how that may play on my insecurities. I found her actually, my website, we did a piece on mental health, Black mental health, and we shouted out Therapy for Black Girls, which is located in Brooklyn, and they have a database for Black therapists in New York City. On top of that, a couple of my friends are in therapy through ZocDoc, which is also a site where you can search for any doctor in New York City, and you can read their recommendations, what insurance they take. I think our main concerns are privacy and just attention. Like, is this person judging me? Are they looking at me and expecting me to have it all together or be a complete mess? Like, I think the first thing I said to her was like, look, listen, lady, my life is pretty good. The only thing that's probably shitty is like my real life work and the people that I date. Having a therapist helped me organize my schedule a little bit better. We live in New York City. It's hectic. we're doing a million things, we're working on a million projects, we're meeting up with this person, that person, and then we still need moments to unpack, decode all the messages that we had to send and exchange, and reflect on who we are and where we're trying to go and what our purpose is. And that is not easy work. That is not lighthearted work. I think a lot of the times when we think about balance, we like, we got this, I got this, you know, I'm not this person. This person has more problems than me, so maybe I shouldn't. I'm taking away time that somebody else may need. But I kind of let that fizzle out, because I'm like, shit, I need somebody else to talk to who's not gonna be like, damn girl, again. But will really work with me on figuring out and unpacking triggers, traumas, and the whole bag lady spectrum. My parents are super supportive for the most part. My mom is Caribbean and my dad is Southern. So he's more like, you should just be a public service worker, because I was a public service worker. Like he was in the National Guard, he was post office, he was like a cop for years. And my mom is like in the medical field. And I'm just like, I just want to create and have fun and like make every day an adventure. They're just like, okay, did you make money yet? Okay, keep doing it. Did you make money yet? Okay, how was it? Did it make money? And like, that's the concern. My friends are amazing. Like, I made like side eyes them a couple times, but they're not afraid to like jump on board anything. And I have no problem taking risks with them, or them calling me and asking me to collab on anything. Whatever they do, I support, I share, I like, I comment, I shout them out like they are my Beyonce and Jay-Z. And I'm not Beyonce and Jay-Z fans, but I'm bigger fans of the people around me than I am of celebrities. So my friends are the celebrities that I look to for goals. And the people that weren't supportive, they were not meant to be in my corner. Like they say, if the door doesn't open, it's not for you. So if our friendship didn't work, it wasn't for us. I am as single could be in New York City. Dating in New York City is hectic as hell. Everyone knows everyone, as big as the city is. Like, I've dated people and they know like all of my exes. I'm not committed to anyone. I'm committed to myself. That's a full-time job and a full-time relationship. I'm committed to my business. And I'm committed to seeing the people around me grow enough to be in position to be in a relationship with. I think my prospects need a little work. They need a little growth and maturity, as do I. So I'm on the journey with them, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we're all single until we're married or creating some type of construct that works for our dynamic. In my future, I see lots of traveling. I see tons of amazing food. Definitely a family. I want to be me times 100. I want to be the person people perceive me as times 100. Like, I definitely want to have a lot more fun. I want to create more. I want to dip and dabble between a million different things in film. I'm looking forward to transforming from a LLC to a non-for-profit so that I can do a lot more workshops for women and children, and apply for grants so that I can do everything that I'm doing now, but less out of my pockets and more out of the government pockets, y'all. But I definitely see us expanding. Ideally, I keep dreaming about a space, a huge space, rooms, technology that we can build with and utilize and teach other people how to manifest their visions. That's one thing that I learned from my mentors, was each one teach one, and I definitely have been teaching one, but now I want to create a vital working instrument that can reach everyone. I just see myself being completely free from the obligation or the expectation to be anyone other than myself, because who I am is great, but who I will be fantastic and immaculate for myself, to my standards, not to anyone else's standards. The best part of being in the Millennial Project is understanding that there are so many more generations to come, and that we're creating a time capsule basically for them to see everything that we're accomplishing, and whatever we don't finish, they can run wild with. So everything is attainable, everything is possible. You're definitely worth everything that you wish to accomplish. And you can do so. There's no one stopping you but yourself. You are limitless. The sky is not the limit. There are tons of planets past the ones that we know, so definitely keep that in mind when you think about putting yourself in a box. There's no box, there's no circle, there's no square. It's just you in infinite space to do whatever you want to do.